The forbidden truth, Lilith. The first woman who defied God and Adam. Lilith, a name that echoes through the corridors of ancient history and mythology, is a figure steeped in enigma and significance. Her persona has been depicted in a multitude of ways across various cultures and time periods, each representation adding layers to her already complex image. In Jewish mysticism, she is often portrayed as a captivating yet fearsome being, with long, flowing raven-black hair that seems to absorb the darkness around her, and piercing eyes that burn with an inner fire, a gaze that can both allure and intimidate. Her form is graceful, almost ethereal, yet there is a strength and determination evident in every movement, a reminder of her unyielding spirit. Translated in different ways, such as the night witch, screech owl, or night creature, Lilith's Hebrew name, inherently carries connotations of the nocturnal and the otherworldly. This connection to the night has led to her being associated with mystery, the unknown, and often with forces that are beyond the comprehension of ordinary mortals. Her origin can be traced back to the ancient Sumerian myths, where she was first mentioned as a female demon. However, it was within the rich tapestry of Jewish teachings that her story truly took shape and gained profound significance. Although her name appears only once in the canonical Bible, in the book of Isaiah, where she is described as dwelling in the desolate ruins of a cursed land, her legend truly flourished in extra-biblical texts like the Talmud and the alphabet of Ben Sira. In these texts she emerged not just as a demonic figure, but as a complex character with her own desires, struggles, and principles. She was often depicted as the first woman created by God, a direct counterpart to Adam, a creation that set the stage for a story of rebellion and the pursuit of equality. Lilith was formed directly from the earth, just as Adam was, a fact that held great significance in their relationship. Unlike Eve, who was fashioned from Adam's rib, Lilith's creation from the same source as Adam implied an inherent equality between them. In the idyllic Garden of Eden, their early days were filled with a sense of harmony and shared wonder. They would explore the lush landscapes together, their bare feet caressing the soft, dew-kissed grass. The vibrant colors of the flowers, the sweet fragrance of the blossoms, and the gentle murmur of the streams surrounded them as they shared the simple pleasures of the natural world. The taste of the succulent wild fruits and the sound of their laughter filled the air, a beautiful testament to the potential for a partnership based on equality and mutual respect. However, as the moon cast its first soft glow over their shared abode, a shadow was cast over their relationship. Adam, influenced by deeply ingrained archaic concepts of male dominance, began to assert his authority over Lilith. His eyes, once warm and friendly, now held an unyielding sense of authority, as if the idea of Lilith being his equal was unfathomable. He firmly demanded that Lilith submit to him in all aspects of their relationship, believing that this was the natural order of things. In a misguided attempt to prove the rightness of his claim, he even summoned the various beasts and birds of the garden, compelling them to prostrate before Lilith, hoping that the sight of all creation bowing down would convince her of her supposed inferiority. But Lilith was not one to be easily subdued. Her spirit burned with an intense passion for equality, a fire that could not be extinguished. Her amber eyes sparkled with determination as she challenged the very foundation of the hierarchy Adam was trying to impose. We are both fashioned from the same dust, breathing in the same essence of the universe. Why then should there be a divide between us? She demanded, her voice clear and resolute, echoing through the stillness of the garden. Her words were not just a challenge to Adam. They were a bold statement that questioned the established order and the long-held beliefs about the roles of men and women. When faced with Adam's stubborn silence and unwavering stance, Lilith did not back down. Instead, she closed her eyes and reached deep within herself, summoning the courage to invoke the secret name of God, a name so powerful and sacred that it was rarely spoken. In an instant, the sky was filled with a terrifying display of thunder and lightning, as if the very heavens were being rent asunder. A brilliant, blinding light enveloped her slender yet indomitable form. With a newfound strength, she broke free from the chains of oppression that Adam was trying to place upon her. In a flash, she transformed into an owl, a symbol of wisdom and mystery, and took flight, soaring away from the Garden of Eden towards the enigmatic Red Sea. Behind her, Adam's cries of shock and anger filled the air, a mixture of confusion at her defiance and wounded pride at being challenged. His outburst had a profound impact on the garden. The once gentle lions bared their fangs, the peaceful streams rippled with a strange crimson-tinged hue, and the very atmosphere seemed to mourn the fracturing of their relationship. Abandoned in the garden, Adam was consumed by a deep sense of loss and despair. He wandered aimlessly day after day, his heart heavy with sorrow. He would often find himself sitting beneath the old tree where he and Lilith had once shared so many tender moments, pouring out his heartache to God. His tears, filled with regret and longing, fell to the ground, and from them thorny brambles began to grow, each one a painful reminder of his loss and his shattered ego. Moved by his loneliness and suffering, God decided to intervene. He dispatched 3 magnificent angels, Archangel Michael, with his spear ablaze with holy fire, Gabriel, whose wings shimmered with the light of the stars, and Raphael, bearing a scepter of healing and judgment, to the shores of the Red Sea, with a mission to bring Lilith back. When the angels arrived, the Red Sea was stirred into a fierce tempest, the waters boiling with power. But Lilith, standing fearlessly on the crest of the waves, remained steadfast in the face of their authority. Her silver hair was whipped about by the wind, and her eyes blazed with determination. "I would rather consort with the demons of this chaos than sacrifice my freedom. Even if 100 of my offspring perish each day, my resolve will not falter," she declared defiantly. Her words were a bold challenge to the divine authority itself. In response to her defiance, God cast a curse, and the Red Sea became a place of perpetual storm and darkness. But Lilith was undeterred. She established her own domain in the shadows, forging pacts with the demons of the abyss. The evil spirits born from these unions roamed the night, their howls a challenge to the heavens and a powerful hymn to the cause of freedom. With Lilith gone, God decided to create a new companion for Adam. While Adam slept, God took a spark of life from his rib and fashioned Eve, a gentle and compliant figure. Eve, with her downcast eyes and soft-spoken manner, nestled beside Adam, obediently following his every word. She became the epitome of the perfect wife in the eyes of the world. But beneath her docile exterior there were moments when a glimmer of something more surfaced. When Adam slept, Eve would often gaze towards the eastern horizon, her thoughts wandering to the free-spirited Lilith on the other side of the Red Sea. In secret, she would fashion the shape of wings from vines, hiding them away in the deepest recesses of their cave, a silent and longing expression of a freedom that she dared not fully embrace. As the centuries passed, Lilith's story continued to be told and retold, evolving and taking on new meanings in different eras. From the ancient parchment scrolls, where her story was carefully inscribed by scribes, to the elaborate canvases of Renaissance artists, who captured her allure and mystery in their paintings, from the impassioned speeches of 19th-century feminists, who saw her as a symbol of female empowerment, to the diverse portrayals in modern media, her legend has endured. In Botticelli's unfinished works, her wings are intertwined with laurel branches, a symbol of her complex and multifaceted nature. In Virginia Woolf's manuscripts, her name becomes a powerful metaphor for the awakening of female consciousness. And in contemporary street art, her silhouette merges with the neon lights of the city, representing the eternal spirit of rebellion that refuses to be suppressed. Today, Lilith is no longer merely a figure from ancient mythology. She has become a powerful and enduring symbol of the unwavering pursuit of freedom and equality by women. Every night, when we look up at the starry sky, we can almost see that brightest star, a representation of Lilith's indomitable soul shining through the ages. Her story serves as an inspiration to countless individuals, encouraging them to break free from the shackles that bind them and to courageously seek their true selves. On the long and challenging journey towards gender equality, Lilith's story will forever be a rousing battle cry, echoing from the stormy waves of the Red Sea thousands of years ago all the way into the future of human civilization, a timeless tale of rebellion, freedom, and the unyielding spirit of those who dare to challenge the status quo.